only way you're going to be successful in life is if you see your vision all the way through. That is what nobody's going to tell you about being successful, being the best version of yourself, healing, letting go, and achieving your goals. With that being said, welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance, and today is August 1st, 2025. Let me know what time it is when you're watching this in what year. But with that being said, because there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself, only take what resonates, leave the rest, and most importantly, grab your pen and your paper and be prepared to take notes. In this video, we're going to go over 5 recommendations in order for you to see your vision all the way through, what you need to know when it comes to being successful, and what that looks like for you. The first thing you need to do on your pen and your paper as you're taking notes, in order for you to see your vision all the way through, is to define what success looks like to you. We have to be specific. That's what I wanted to say. In order for you to see your vision all the way through, you need to know what that looks like to you. And the reason why is because your definition of success is not going to look like everybody else's definition of success. And it doesn't have to. When you realize what success looks like to you, you don't have to surround yourself. You don't have to engage, condone, or focus on people and places and things that are not a part of your definition of success. Which leads us into the second thing. Once you define your success, figuring out what you could do in the moment, what resources you have, and working towards them. When you define what your success looks like to you, and you're specific about what it is that you want to receive, what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to experience, you then can ask yourself questions on what can I do today, or to start, or to research, so therefore I can make and take the first step, which is the action. From experience, being successful requires action. You can have the mindset, you can affirm it, you could journal, right? You could visualize, you can make a vision board, but if you are not contributing into your success, how is it going to happen? And we're going to talk about that in a second. So right now, these are some things that mentally you need to be aware of. Why? Because mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, subconsciously, you have to be in alignment of what it is that you want. Now, how do we get into alignment? We then realize what it is that is stopping us from being successful. I have over 300 videos talking about mental health, motivation, and healing, as well as how to be consistent and how to be successful. In order for you to not subconsciously be programmed to have any fear or any doubt, we have to realize what limitations do we have about success. And a lot of times that stems from being programmed certain information and being taught and being exposed. Once again, once you are able to let go of any outdated information, what you were taught from your parents, family, friends, or anything that no longer resonates with you, with your new definition of success, what it is that you want and what you're able to do, you're not going to be concerned about when things happen or how it happens or what you're lacking. Why? Because there's only 24 hours in a day and there's only so much that you can do within a day. You don't have to rush your success. You don't have to be impulsive about your success. And I'm speaking from experience. I have a goal. I'm working towards my goal. With me working towards my goal, I could not limit myself on how it was going to show up or when it was going to show up. When 1, it's unfamiliar, which means I've never done it before. And 2, I'm taking my time to do it alone. Now, if you have finances, if you have resources, if you have support, those are the people that you work with, you invest into, and you're mindful of what they say and do. If those people in these places and things, once again, do not fit your definition of success, you have to be able to separate yourself. You may have to go into a season of isolation. You may have to distance yourself. So now, the 5 recommendations in order for you to see your vision all the way through, once you realize what success looks like to you, once you realize what you're able to do, once you realize the doubt and the fears that you have within yourself, is to start. Once again, before you start, I need you to ask yourself, if you have any fears or doubts about being successful or about your goals, why you feel that way. That is going to be your homework assignment. So if you're new here, for the month of August and just in general, I give you guys homework assignments as well as notes to take. So make sure you guys are engaging in the comment section. Make sure you guys are liking this video. Thank you for turning on your post notifications and subscribe. I'm challenging you guys. I'm holding you guys accountable as your favorite mental health specialist and naturopathic physician and just your favorite rich auntie and as a person. You need to answer these questions. In order for you to be successful, which we're going to talk about the 5 recommendations, you need to be obedient, you need to be honest, and you need to be vulnerable. Don't worry about any negativity in the comment section. All of that will be blocked. And just once again, your definition of success doesn't have to look like everybody else's definition. And who cares? Because they're not going to be a part of your picture. They're not going to be a part of the picture. Okay? So let me know. If you have a fear about your success, if you have a fear about your goal, let me know what it is in the comment section. What goals do you have for this month of August, for the rest of this year, for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Why do you feel like you're unable to reach these goals? What's stopping you? Right? So now that you all been waiting for, the first recommendation is taking the action. If you have a goal to lose weight, you then have to educate yourself on how to lose weight. Because once again, sometimes we have goals and we've never been shown, we've never been taught, and we're trying to figure out for ourselves. So if we don't have resources, if we don't have support, you have to put in the work. You could pray, so make sure you have your God, your ancestors, the universe. Take what resonates, leave the rest, because I'm not here to force religion or spirituality, but it's still up to you to put in the work. So you have to educate yourself. You have to go on YouTube and type in, how do I lose weight? What to do to lose weight? Use Google, use ChatGPT. You have a phone, you're on a computer right now, you have internet, you have Wi-Fi, you can go to the library. If you don't have those things, which you do because you wouldn't be watching this video, clock it, because I hold you accountable. We're here to be honest, right? That's the first thing. Once you educate yourself, then you can start figuring out, okay, now that I know how to lose weight or what to do to lose weight, what do I have in my house, or what can I do today, or what can I start investing into to see this result? So if your goal, once again, is to lose weight and you understand what that looks like to you, you then can figure out, okay, where is the closest gym? Once again, can I go on YouTube and type in home exercises? Can I invest into a Pilates membership? Do I need to look up work memberships, or what do they call it? Gym memberships? Do I have the finances to invest into a personal trainer? If the answer is no, if you're broke and you have nothing, right? What foods can you cut off to lose weight? What foods can you start implementing to lose or gain weight? There are no excuses. No excuses for the rest of this year and the rest of your life. We can't make excuses, even if you have nothing. And I've been there and I've done that before. If you don't have anybody to hold your hand, you have to hold your hand. As your favorite mental health specialist, as a motivational educator, all I could do is inform you guys and give you guys this information, but it's still up to you. And I know because I did this alone. Other than from the Most High and my ancestors, the universe, and God. You have to be willing, which is the second thing. Once you take the action, you have to be willing, which means you need to make a decision. Do you want to be successful? Yes or no? It's that simple. It really is. If you really want something, you make time for it. You make time to go to the club. You make time to go outside. You make time to go on a cruise. You make time to do any and everything else. So why can't you make time for yourself? Thank you. And over here, we hold ourselves accountable. I'm holding myself accountable. It's August 1st. It's a new month. I want certain things, so I have to do certain things. I don't have to put my head down. I don't have to be impulsive. I don't have to be impatient, which is going to be the third thing. I just have to trust myself to see it all the way through. I have to trust my ancestors to see it all the way through. Now, it's only difficult and challenging when you refuse to do it or it's unfamiliar. But once you become educated, once you start adapting, once you realize what you can do, what you have, with the time that you have, and you're practical, you're not rushing, and like I said, you're not comparing yourself, you're going to do what you can daily. You have to build momentum. You have to have a foundation. In order for you to lose 50, 60 pounds, you have to go to the gym for some time. I don't know how long, because I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not into fitness, but speaking from experience, as somebody who's on a diet, as somebody who's working on their weight goal and weight loss goals, there are certain things I had to do. I had to cut off certain foods. I had to stop eating out certain foods. I had to change the certain things that I had to do. Yes, you may feel tired. Yes, you feel like when you put in the work, when you first start, you feel like nothing is working out for you. You just started. You just started. So the third or fourth thing, let me know, because I obviously can't count and I lost what number I'm on, is to affirm. This is where the affirmations become effective. So same thing on this piece of paper. I need you to affirm something that you know can help you stay successful. So for example, if your goal is to lose weight, I need you to affirm that you cutting off certain foods is going to help you in the long run. Or like you cutting off certain foods, if you losing weight, you're going to be able to fit into the clothes that you want to wear. Or whatever it is. This is where the affirmations resonate. If you're not putting in the action, if you are not being patient, you could say things and you don't believe in them. And that's why a lot of people struggle with affirmations. You have to believe what it is that you say. And if you don't believe it in the beginning, you got to practice. Anytime you feel negativity, anytime you feel doubt, that's when you come up with your affirmations. That's when you reassure yourself and you affirm yourself. So I think the fourth thing, once we have the affirmations, once we correct ourselves, right? Whenever we feel negativity, is to give yourself grace. You don't have to work all day, every day like a slave. No tea, no shade, because that's what capitalism is. But anyways, and I'm an entrepreneur, I know. I'm mindful of the time and energy that I pour into the things that I need to do, my businesses and myself, but I also have balance. I'm not stressing myself out. I'm one person. And when you start a business, or if you've been a business owner, in the beginning, if you know, it requires a lot of groundwork. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, whatever it is that you want to do in life, you have to give yourself grace. If you are unlearning negativity and poverty and you want to be financially literate and you want to be financially stable, you have to realize everything that you knew, everything you experienced, you have to validate it, you have to let it go, and you have to now focus on other things. It's a process, it's a cycle, and there's no right or wrong way. So you don't know when or how certain things are going to happen. So don't rush yourself. You have to go through your season of uncomfort in order for you to realize that your circumstances don't define you, and you need to remember that. So lastly, if this video resonates with you, which I know it does, put in the comment section, what I'm going through right now is temporary. My circumstances don't define me. They don't. Because when you put in the work, you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to reap what you sow. Because you trusted yourself. You saw it all the way through. This doesn't mean that you're not going to get tired. This doesn't mean that you don't have moments of maybe wanting to quit. But it's like, if you really want something, you can't quit. That's not an option. Quitting is not an option. So if you are somebody who wants to quit, if you're somebody who wants to doubt yourself, my messages, my videos are not going to be for you, but send it and share it to somebody who it is. But if you know you made a decision, I'm not playing no games. I have goals that I want to achieve. I'm going to get there. You're going to get there. One band, one sound. And anybody who doesn't like it, oh well, once again, they're not going to be a part of the picture. And you have to realize that if you're not willing to be obedient in certain seasons of your life, you can't expect certain things. You can't fix your face or fix your lip when you see people do the things that you want to do, because it's confirmation. When you see people do the things that you want to do, that's all the validation that you need, that it's possible. It's not going to be the same, so you can't copy them. You can't compare yourself to them, and no need to. You learn from them, you take what resonates, you leave the rest, and do what you need to do. And everybody else that's meant to be aligned is going to be a part of the picture, or they're going to be removed. So when people and places and things start to get removed as you become successful and as you see your vision all the way through, don't question it. Those people in those places and things, they did what they did. The past is the past. Today is August 1st, or whatever day it is when you're watching this. It's a new day. It's a new month moving forward. And that's the energy that we're going to have for the rest of this year. So I'm going to end the video with that. So once again, in order for you to be successful, you have to see it all the way through. If you struggle with doubt and insecurities, your homework assignment is to figure out why. You let me know in the comment section or in the next video. Once again, like it, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you're interested in the service and the session, make sure you guys click the link in my description. Head to my website at TyGoddessSummer.com. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. I just got off a TikTok live. If you know, you know. I'll be answering you guys' questions, comments, concerns. If you're not able to afford this session, which is understandable because I'm not here for your money. I just want you guys to do what you say that you want to do, because I'm doing it. So if I could do it, you could do it. You need community. You need people who are going to pour into you. Everybody else, if they're not pouring into you, just remember life is about choices. So if you're not happy where you want to be right now, it's up to you. Because a lot of times, nobody is going to come and save you. Unless, like I said, you have family, friends, and support, which we don't take for granted. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, and you don't necessarily feel comfortable just yet in the comment section, DM me on Instagram and let me know. Until next time, I love you guys. It's a new month. That's how we're coming all August and for the rest of this year, period.